Welcome back. Our essential question for the week is, what do you see in the sky? And when we had the vocabulary word of full, I asked you if you had seen the full moon last week, the pink full moon that was quite beautiful. The story that we are going to read this week is called Kitten's First Full Moon. If you open your anthology to page 162, and it starts with the genre of fantasy. And we have talked about this before. And here's our definition of a fantasy: a fiction story, which, what is fiction? Not true. A fiction story with events that could not happen in real life. Nothing in this story could happen in real life. And it has made up characters or animal characters who act like real people. Sometimes it has animals, but a lot of times it's just made up characters. Okay, so our essential question: what do you see in the sky? And this is an example of fantasy, a fiction story with events that could not happen in real life. It says, read about a kitten who thinks the moon is a bowl of milk. It's called Kitten's First Full Moon, and it's written by Kevin Henkes. Follow along. It was Kitten's first full moon. When she saw it, she thought, there's a little bowl of milk in the sky. And she wanted it. So she closed her eyes and stretched her neck and opened her mouth and licked. But Kitten only ended up with a bug on her tongue. Poor Kitten. Turn the page. Still, there was the little bowl of milk just waiting. So she pulled herself together and wiggled her bottom and sprang from the top step of the porch. But Kitten only tumbled, bumping her nose and banging her ear and pinching her tail. Poor Kitten. Still, there was the little bowl of milk just waiting. So she chased it down the sidewalk, through the garden, past the field, and by the pond. But Kitten never seemed to get closer. Poor Kitten. Still, there was the little bowl of milk just waiting. So she ran to the tallest tree she could find, and she climbed and climbed and climbed to the very top. But Kitten still couldn't reach the bowl of milk. And now she was scared. Poor Kitten. What could she do? Then, in the pond, Kitten saw another bowl of milk, and it was bigger. What a night! So she raced down the tree and raced through the grass and raced to the edge of the pond. She leaped with all her might. Poor kitten. She was wet and sad and tired and hungry. So she went back home. And there was a great big bowl of milk on the porch, just waiting for her. Lucky kitten. Meet Kevin Henkes. Kevin Henkes got the idea for Kitten's first full moon from a story he had begun to write many years before. Although he never finished this story, there was a line that read, "The cat thought the moon was a bowl of milk." He couldn't get this line out of his head, and slowly, over the years, the story of Kitten's first full moon formed. Hmm. Your writing assignment today is to think about what you see in the moon. Kitten saw a bowl of milk. So look at my prompt that I have given you. You cannot see a bowl of milk, but you also have to remember that the moon is not always full. Sometimes we see a crescent moon, sometimes we see a quarter moon, sometimes we see a half moon. So think about when you look at the moon, what is something that you think the moon looks like? Follow the prompt and complete it. Make sure you are being descriptive. Last week, there were a number of you that needed to redo it. I want you to be descriptive. This is, 3/4 of the way through first grade. You know what I'm looking for. Don't forget that you need to write in good quality sentences. They need to be complete sentences. But before you do that, I want you to go back and I want you to reread this story to someone. It can be an adult, it can be your dog, it can be a stuffed animal, but I want you to read the story to really get a good idea of and be thinking about why Kitten saw a bowl of milk there. There was a reason. I will see you later for math.